Hold on one minute. We're gonna start in a minute. One, two, three. Welcome to Miss Classy Talk Show. I'm your host of the Moses, Miss Classy. Hey, Happy New Year, you guys! Happy New Year! I have you guys on all platforms here. I am so excited about 2026. This is all about work in progresses today. Work in progress. I thank you for you guys all for rolling through. And just to let you guys know, if you don't see that red live on there, I'm not live on a recap. So just that let you know that. But this is going to be an amazing show today, because we all want to do is glow up, because we need to glow up, right? That's like grow up, okay? But we need to glow up, because one thing we probably was too set in the past of 2025 probably fell for us, and a lot of things probably had happened on our plates that weighed us down, and it just really took us off balance, and that, like Miss Classy, she got put off balance too, because things that happened towards the end, towards the beginning of the month, and towards the middles of the month. So things happen in life, right? So in time, instead of saying grow up, glow up. Because one thing, that's what we want to do, is glow up. Because that's the amazing thing to do, is glow up, because we need to either get out of our habits or whatever we need to do, whatever it is that we need to glow up, right? And like Miss Classy, she had terrible habits. Oh my goodness, she has terrible habits. She had to say, you got to do something, because you need those habits removed, right? So that, but you know what? This year is all about, if you want to become the better version of yourself, you want to become the better version of yourself, you want to glow up and start fresh again. It could be for anything. You could have had a heartbreak or something like that a year ago, or something like that. Anything. Something could have teared your spirit down, that it was causing you to not move forward in life. And so this is what it's all about. This is all about glowing up and more. So I'm going to share in the beginning. So the first year, it's the first for Miss Classy. Okay, Miss Classy was born January 2020. My first years of starting my podcast shows, I have made so many mistakes. I made so many mistakes into doing broadcasting. Okay, my background drop was satin cheetah print and creating a wildlife. So that was creating a wildlife for the scenery. And so it was all, it was creating a wildlife. So I had a queen cave, like men have their caves too. I had a queen cave, right? And so that was my design for my background, using materials that I had, right? Also was dealing with problems in my life, which I had to learn to glow up. That's grow up, right? And to become a fighter of my problems I faced in my life, I had to say, I am. That's what I had to say. I am just going to be stuck in the pit because of what I'm facing, or learn to get out that pit, and learning that starting over from scratch is not a bad thing. Even though it was disappointing, I had to start over from, and glow up, meaning grow up, um but just glowing up, right? And so I'm gonna stop it right there, and then I'm gonna get to the next. So that was mainly my first years and stuff like that. Even though when it came to recent year of 2025, right, I had to, I was coming back into, getting back with relationships and stuff like that. you know, I share this with you guys, people, because I care. I care about people. You know, I don't care what people said, because I'm here to help, right? So I came in the beginning, you know, in a relationship and stuff like that. Oh, I just thought it was la di da and all that. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so in love with this person, right? And then found out XYZ did this and that, right? But you know, that's what I was just saying. I'm just saying to be saying that things happen in life, and then I had to learn to get out. But that helped me. But the main thing is that even though it was disappointing, I didn't allow it to destroy my walk. I just kept on moving forward, because I said, if God is just trying to show me something, then He's trying to tell me something. He's trying to tell me something. Then I just need to move forward. And so that's all I had to do. So I had to move forward, and I had to start over again. So now on my new journey, because I even things had happened from two deaths, one death last year towards at the end of the year, and then another death this year. So everything happens in life, right? But we have to learn how to recharge, right? Recharge and glow up, and start learn to move forward into, either if it's grief, even if it's heartbreak, even if it's I'm not here to bash men, anything like that. I'm just saying the main point. It could be anything that happened. Because, like I said, I had mentioned last year, I want to help also men too. So yeah. Miss Classy wants to help men. Yes, and so I'm looking forward to probably having that release for the men in March. I'm hoping in March or April. So that's the main thing, is that we're only human, even in Christian, even pastors. We all follow short of the cross. That's what they say, right? So everybody is different how they handle situations, from even disappointment, even from emotional problems. Everybody is different, but it doesn't make us bad people, because we have these tough roads that we go on, right? It means we need to go on that healing journey. Like, I went through the healing journey. I'm healed, right? I understood. I said, okay, it's not working. It's not working. It remained, this remained to the stand fast is peace. So that's the main thing we could do, is stand fast as peace, knowing that a person had tried to hurt hurt our spirits, right, and stuff. And so the next, they so like I said, that things happen, and there's a reason to a season to things. So the main purpose is that learning, either learning to accept. You got to learn to accept that, okay, this didn't work out. I got to find another plan, and I got to use my thinking. I got to use my mindset. I got to think the next step, what I should do for my healing journey. Either to go get counseling, if it goes to a deep thing, to go get counseled for help, or or learn to do self-help books. So everybody's different on their road cycle. With me, I didn't have to go in my life of going through the therapist like that, because I learned how to progress by doing my own research. So I actually life coach it myself. So, but everybody's different. You could be the one too, the life coach yourself too, and do that journey too. It just depends on your situation. But if it gets too thick, I recommend that you have to go to therapy. You should go to therapy. No, there's nothing wrong. Everybody goes to therapy. It's nothing wrong with going to therapy. It doesn't say that you're a bad person or anything like that. It's understanding that you need healing, that you need somebody to talk to. So it's not cutting you down, right? So let's make 2026, like I said, 2026 that year to start fresh, to move forward from our disappointments and that. So let's get to the next. So back, I'm gonna finish with the rest of what I was saying. Back in the days, what when would use the word we would use the word lemons, right? Yeah, we would use the word lemons, right? Even in my businesses and stuff, we use the word lemons, right? We would say this thing, learning that life can bring us lemons. The phrase was when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Oh, we used to say this all the time in business, right? Because I've been to several businesses too, like that. And we will say this in businesses, right? And our mentors will say this and address it to us, right? So it means you should adapt a positive optimistic, right? So one thing and that us to make an attitude and find creative ways to turn difficult situations, misfortunes, or setbacks into something good, productive, or enjoyable. Much like transforming sour lemons into sweet lemonade, just as we want to make lemonade. It will not taste so good if it's not sweetened right to the taste. It would taste bitter. And pause right there. So yeah, if we don't adjust our lemonade right, that we're making lemonade right, and we say, oh, we want some lemonade, we want some fresh country lemonade or something like that, and we did not add that enough sugar, what happens? You didn't balance it out, so it tastes bitter, it tastes nasty, So think about it. This is how life is. It could be bittersweet, right? Life can be bittersweet, right? And so opportunity lemons represent its sour, challenging moments like job loss, heartbreak, or unexpected problems. Makes lemonade symbolize finding solutions and learning from experience and creating a positive outcome. So yeah, we're going through this life circle. We're going through these roller coasters. We're going up and down, back and forth, back and forth. And like with Miss Classy, that's just her phrase right there. I ain't going back and forth with you. Yeah, I'm a June girl, and I ain't going back and forth with you. Yeah. So exactly. So really, the protected and saying protected, the saying promotes listen about balancing back and a productive can do spirit. So you say can do, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, right? Instead of saying I can't do this, right? And so suggesting you have the power to change a bad situation into a good one. So we have the power to change, either to have a good spirit, learning to balance in between our situations that we go through, our problems and situations, right? So you're learning to balance in between all those, right? And knowing that life be life, and yeah, life does be life, and yes, and so when life is life, and that everything's off track, yeah, everything's off track. Your mind goes totally. You lose your mind. You lose your mind. You lose your mind when you're off track in life, or if things happen in life, right? If stuff happen unexpected, and then you forget. You maybe forget your keys. You maybe forgot phone numbers that you had listed in your contacts. You may have forgot that you had three lines on your account like that, and then you just lose it. Like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize I had three lines on my account. So things like that happens, right? So finding the sweetness, even if things are bad, can you can add sugar, water, affection, because you improve the taste that was bitter, and added the sugar to the water to make it taste better. So yeah, that's what I was saying. When you're balancing lemonade and stuff like that, you're balancing things like that, right? Into life, right? And so now let's go back to the root problem, why we feel we cannot glow up. One of the reasons is fear of failure. Fear of failure. Fear that you will not achieve a desired goal. So when you have that fear that you cannot do it, it's because it's your mindset. It's your mindset. Your mind is saying, hey, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. So you're building up roadblocks into your mind, And it is not, and if you want to move forward and glow up in life, you got to get out of that stage of saying that you can't do it, because you can do anything when you once you punch your mind to it. You could do anything. It doesn't matter on your situation. It's up to you if you want to change, you if you want to glow up for 2026, or you want to be stuck just like you was in 2025, right? So when this happens, start doubting yourself, feeling uncertain. The key for the remedy, the solution for stop doubting yourself. It is by negative thoughts, which facts practice self compassion by treating yourself kindly. Focus on a past achievements, and take small courageous actions, and pause right there. So it's something that pulled through that you wanted to achieve in the year of 2025. Don't worry about it. Leave that past behind. Because remember, your year is to glow up now, right? Your year is to achieve what you have not achieved, what you had left on the black burner. Okay? So the main thing, we don't want to leave it on the back burner for this year. The only thing we want to leave on the back burner and don't never go back to it is heartbreak or anything like that. We just have to learn from the experience, right? We have to learn from the experience and learn that relationships take time, patience, of course. But relationships can also be bittersweet. But nobody's perfect. Like I said, that you can, if the person's willing to change for you and get that help, yeah, that's good. That is very good. That's very good because that person is realizing maturity. They are maturity. They said, I know I need to change. I know I done wrong. That I need to change. So that's maturity. But some people, they don't want to grow out that stage of maturity. They want to stay stuck as being in child's ways. And that's not the way to handle it, right? That's not the way to handle it. That's not the way to handle it. Ooh, people like to do this. So one thing is that if a person, you can't push a person, you can't push a person to change, but you can be willing to let them know that, hey, either you change or it's over. If they can accept that, if they think that their stuff, that they're the perfect person in the world, that they don't need to change, they're not worth it, right? So that some people, everybody has not really grown up. That's what it is. They have not grown up. They're still stuck in the childish ways, in their ways. And so we're gonna go to the next to help and to take the courage. This is what we said, the actions, right? We're taking the actions and to help you build self confidence. When you do this, your mindset shifts and transfers negative thinking to positive amplifiers, affirmations, affirmations, positive affirmations. So when we learn to adapt positive affirmations into our life, starting with I am capable, stop comparing, focus on your own strengths and journey and not others' success. Remember yourself that everybody's dream is designed for them, meaning following your own dream, not somebody else's dream. Yeah, because everybody has a different experience in what they what they want to do in life. You got to create your own dream. You got to create your own pathway, right? We got to. That's built for them. So every dream is made for the person that shows in that dream. It is okay to to copy. It's okay to copy. It's okay to copy the right cats. You know how they will say even in businesses and stuff like that. There's a copy the right cast, right? But remember to create your own life pathway. Create your own pathway because every path road is made different for each of us. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you can learn for others who became successful. Yes, 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 yes. You can learn for others who became successful. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And yes, reacted those helpful nuggets. You want to react to those healthy nuggets to help you add it to your dreams you have created. Yes, you want to take all the nuggets and the knowledge that you have for that you learned. Yes, that's a good thing. You want to take it on the journey of your steps in life. So the secret sauce to glowing up is taking charge over your life. If something is interfering with your life that's not right, get rid of it. Oh yeah, honey, you need to get rid of that stuff. If it's negative and it's clouding your mind, you need to get rid of it at once. Because the main thing, you want to glow up. You don't want that negativity into draw into your spirit. No. So glowing up takes day by day of self-improvement. It is not an overnight process. No, it's not an overnight process. It takes day by day to grow. It is time to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am loved. I am capable. I am smart. I am beautiful. When you and etc. When you adopt positive words on your mind, uh, your uh, your doubting will no longer be in your mind. Yeah, you will no longer doubt. You will no longer say, "Oh, I can't do this or that," because you know what? You just glowed up. You just glowed up like grow up. You just glowing up. And so, because you are glowing up like growing up into a beautiful butterfly, you came out of the cocoon. Yes, you did. You came out of that cocoon and your comfort zone. So, let's make 2026 the best year ever to improving and throwing out the trash that was left behind. That was left behind that trash. So, we are being reborn again by making a fresh start, removing things that doesn't serve us anymore. It could be a bad relationship that you needed to get out of and move forward with your life. Yeah, if it's that bad relationship, move forward with your life. Don't worry about it because there's other plans for your life. There's other plans for your life because saying a bad staying in a bad relationship, because staying in a bad relationship is not good for your health. It will only create stress on you that you will become stressed out that you end up with health complications. Yeah, you could have somebody else being stressed because stress is the number one killer. And that because you're so stressed. The best thing to do is to is get healing. It's create healing for your journey. So if a person cannot go get help, they are in so much denial. They will feel they need they feel they don't need any help. It's a gray flag. Yes, it is. It is a gray flag when they do this because they are not willing to change. They're not willing to better themselves because they think they're good. They're good and that there's no problems and that when they're sitting there, they wonder why they're going to partner to partner because one left the person because of that person. Then they go to another partner, a partner. Then that partner leaves because of that person, and then they go to another partner, a partner, that person leaves because that person. If you cannot realize that you are pushing people away because the way your emotions or anything, it could be anything, right? It could be anything. Something's wrong when you cannot see yourself in the mirror that you need help. That's not good. That's not good. So, do yourself a favor, become the best version of yourself for 2026. Read more self help books to help you to improve. If you need to glow up by extra help through, go to therapy. Go to therapy. Go for it. Do not leave it on the back burner. Do it for your healthy well being. So, if you're willing to say, okay, I, so you look at yourself in the mirror. You look at yourself in the mirror and you say, okay, what's wrong with me? What is really wrong with me? What is wrong? Why are these people leaving me? I got in a relationship with one person. They left me. I got in a relationship with a second person. They left me. This is what this person is saying. The person that's thinking that they have no problems. Now on my third relationship, I got left behind. Now on my fourth relationship, I got left behind. Something is wrong with the sauce here. So do yourself a favor. Go get that help. Don't be in denial. Be truthful. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I need to change. You remember, like they said, I'm looking for that man in the mirror to change his ways. So that's the same thing with us. If you need to change your ways, do it at once. And the best thing is you're going to learn that once you got the help, you can just breathe again. Because it's like it's suffocating you. When you don't get help, you're suffocated. It's like you go like that because you got so much stress and you got so much on you, on your plate, that it builds up because you're in denial of not getting the help that you need. So 2026, let's make it the best year, even if it's for you to go to therapy, if you need the therapy, if you need to glow up into anything. It could be from maybe you're learning to save money, then do something like that. Have a plan how to save money. Make a budget. If you're learning that maybe it's a health journey that you need to lose weight, you need a plan, right? A planner and everything, and a journal to write down what you ate and everything, your portion size, everything. That's the way you do it, right? How much protein are you getting in the day? How much your workout is in a day? So that's all recorded in the book, right? So the more we adapt to good things, we attach good things. But when you adapt to bad things, negative things, you're going to attach negative vibes and bad things. We don't want that. We don't want that on the road of our life. We want good things. 2026 is the year for us to become successful. So I love you guys all. And I see you guys all on the next Miss Classy Talk show next week. Usually be at 1 o'clock. I had to move it today for 1:30. So I love you guys all. Peace and blessings.